Hello, my name is David Curley. In this video, I'm going to present to you the Bryce Trivitt investigation located in Sharp County, Arkansas. Please pay close attention to the following timeline of events. On Wednesday, December 4, 2024, I went to the Sharp County Sheriff's Office located in Ash Flat, Arkansas to make an official complaint. After entering the Sheriff's Office, I was directed to Deputy Sheriff Lane King. I then gave Deputy Sheriff Lane King a verbal and written statement of my complaint. During my conversation with Deputy Sheriff Lane King, he had asked me to provide him with an audio file where the complaint stemmed from. Later that day at 5:09 p.m., I sent Deputy Sheriff Lane King an email stating, "I stopped in and spoke with you earlier today about a complaint I would like to file. You had asked me to send you the audio file I was referring to. The original audio file is 40 minutes long and has other evidence I need to preserve for now. Therefore, I have cut out a 1-minute unaltered clip of Mr. Bryce Trivitt interviewing said person. In this interview, said person states, 'I know the boy's stepfather is abusive.' This is a known lie that said person directly made to law enforcement. Said person also states in this 1-minute audio clip that said person, 'I have no idea,' when asked by Mr. Bryce Trivitt if we were from here. Therefore, if said person didn't even know we were from around here, how can said person claim said person knows the boy's stepfather is abusive and the boy's father has been in and out of prison his entire life? Both statements by said person are false in nature. Also, a criminal background check on myself can prove this statement to law enforcement is false. I have never been arrested for abuse or even charged with abuse. Therefore, from what I understand, said person is in direct violation of Arkansas Code Title 5. Criminal Offenses 5-53-101. 1. A false material statement means any false statement, regardless of its admissibility under the rules of evidence, which affects or could affect the course or outcome of an official proceeding or the action or decision of a public servant in the performance of any governmental function. Also, I feel that said person is in direct violation of criminal perjury. Therefore, once you have reviewed the audio file, I would like an explanation of charges that will be brought against said person for said person's wrongdoing. I appreciate your time, and if you have any further questions, I would appreciate them to be asked and answered via email so I can keep an accurate record of these events. Please make note that the attached audio file is in the attachments of this email and is named said person criminal case. Thank you, David Curley. On Thursday, December 5, 2024, I called the Sharp County Sheriff's Office to make sure Lane King received my email from the day prior. I was told he was not available at this time. Later that day, I received a callback from Deputy Sheriff Lane King. During this phone call, Deputy Sheriff Lane King stated that he did receive my email from the day prior. Deputy Sheriff Lane King also stated that he was going to retrieve the entire audio file directly from the source. On December 7, 2024, I sent Deputy Sheriff Lane King and Sheriff Shane Russell another email. This time I also included the prosecuting attorneys, Devin Holder and Joe Grider. The email states, "Dear Deputy Sheriff Lane King and Sheriff Shane Russell, at this time, since Mr. King has informed me that he will be retrieving the entire 40-minute audio file of the interview between Chamblee Buchanan, Bryce Trivitt, Witness 1, and Witness 2, I would now like to open a full investigation against Lieutenant Bryce Trivitt. This second investigation I'm requesting is in regards to the same evidence you are trying to obtain. At this time, I would ask Sheriff Shane Russell to head the investigation against Bryce Trivitt since he is the sheriff in charge of this department. However, due to direct conflict of interest, Sheriff Shane Russell cannot lead this investigation. For the record, Lieutenant Bryce Trivitt is the son-in-law of Sheriff Shane Russell. Therefore, I am now asking Mr. Devin Holder and Mr. Joe Grider to look further into this issue. Since I do not have an attorney at this time, I would also like to state for the record that this is my formal letter asking for a formal investigation to be done. If I need to sign formal documents with the Sheriff's Office, I am more than glad to do so. In regards to the direct conflict of interest between Mr. Russell and Mr. Trivitt, I'm also unaware if the Arkansas State Police would need to take over this investigation from this point forward. Therefore, I am asking Mr. Devin Holder and Mr. Joe Grider to hand this investigation over to the proper authorities at this time. Also, one last thing regarding these issues, I am now in need of a formal investigation file number for both investigations. The first investigation file number I need is for the Witness 1 investigation, and the second investigation number I need is for the Lieutenant Bryce Trivitt investigation. Please see all attached files and documents attached to this email for evidence. Thank you, David Curley. On December 10, 2024, I spoke with Deputy Lane King via phone. During this conversation, Deputy Lane King explained to me that the Bryce Trivitt investigation was handed over to Chief Deputy Kevin Bart Simpson. At 3:06 p.m. I sent Chief Deputy Simpson an email stating, "Dear Chief Deputy Kevin Simpson, my name is David Curley. I just got off the phone with Deputy Lane King moments ago and he informed me that you have now taken over the case regarding Lieutenant Bryce Trivitt. At this time, I wanted to provide you my contact information, and I am also requesting an official investigation number regarding this internal investigation. Thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you soon." On December 11, 2024, at 9:09 a.m., I sent Deputy Sheriff Lane King an email stating, "Dear Mr. King, at this time, I am still asking you for the investigation number regarding the Witness 1 investigation. I am also asking you to please send me the full report via email to this address. Also, I would like a copy of the audio file from yesterday's phone conversation that you recorded between us. The reason I am asking for this information is because this issue stems from the ongoing case number, restricted, state versus restricted. Since this is still an ongoing case, I need to obtain and document everything involving this case for future reference. Thank you, I appreciate your time and service to this community." On December 11, 2024, at 9:48 a.m., 40 minutes after I emailed Deputy Sheriff Lane King, I received this email from Kevin Bart Simpson. "Mr. Curley, good morning. I received your email you sent yesterday and I read it this morning. Sergeant King was partially correct in the information he gave you. Captain Chris Carter is actually who I have assigned to do the internal affairs investigation you requested on Lieutenant Trivitt, and he will then report those findings to me for determination. Captain Carter can be reached by email at ccarter@sharpcountysheriff.com or by phone at 870-994-7356. I have provided Captain Carter with your contact information and he will be in contact with you soon in reference to the IA investigation. I apologize for not being available to talk to you when you called earlier, but I was in a meeting and I will be out of the office until later this afternoon. Respectfully, Kevin Bart Simpson, Chief Deputy, Sharp County Sheriff's Office." I then replied, "Thank you, sir, I appreciate the information. If you or Mr. Carter need anything from me, please let me know. Thanks again and I hope you have a wonderful day. Signed, David Curley." On December 12, 2024, I sent Captain Chris Carter an email stating the following. "Dear Captain Chris Carter, my name is David Curley. On December 11, 2024, I was informed by Chief Deputy Kevin Bart Simpson that you have officially been assigned the internal affairs investigation regarding Lieutenant Bryce Trivitt. At this time, there are a few things I would like to address. First thing I would like from you is an official investigation number. Next, I have now provided you with a new complaint to review. This new complaint is a revised version of the old complaint. The reason for this new complaint is because I have now obtained more evidence to prove these allegations against Lieutenant Bryce Trivitt. Also, regarding this new evidence we have received, we have also learned that Lieutenant Bryce Trivitt has also interviewed other witnesses whose statements contain exculpatory evidence which Mr. Trivitt did not disclose. Therefore, I am also asking for a full detailed evidence list of all the evidence obtained by Lieutenant Bryce Trivitt and the Sharp County Sheriff's Department in regards to case number, restricted, state versus restricted name. Please see attachment for full and complete new complaint. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email. This is my preferred way of communication due to tracking evidence. Thank you." On December 16, 2024, at 1:20 p.m., I received an email from Captain Chris Carter stating the following. "Good afternoon, Mr. Curley. Your complaint was forwarded to me, and I am currently reviewing it. We do not have investigation numbers assigned to complaints. However, you may retain this email as receipt of your complaint. Regarding the new information provided and the request for evidence, please contact the clerks with Judge Ratton's court. I am unable to release this information to the public. Respectfully, Captain Chris Carter, Sharp County Sheriff's Office. On December 16, 2024, at 1:39 p.m., I replied to Captain Chris Carter's email stating, "Thank you, sir, I will check with Judge Ratton's clerk about that evidence. But, regarding your statement regarding the new information provided, I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. Are you telling me I need to send this new PDF file that is attached to this email to Judge Ratton's clerk? If you could confirm that, I would appreciate it. Thank you." On December 16, 2024, at 2:47 p.m., Captain Chris Carter replied, stating, "Yes, you should contact the court and they will be able to assist you with where to forward judicial complaints and issues you may have with the court case." Captain Chris Carter, Sharp County Sheriff's Office. On December 16, 2024, at 3:03 p.m., I replied, "Okay, thank you, I appreciate your time." On Wednesday, December 18, 2024, at 8:34 a.m., I called and spoke with the trial court administrator Connie Sellers, from Judge Ratton's court. After speaking with this trial court administrator, I was informed that I needed to contact the prosecuting attorney's office about this issue. I then told this trial court administrator that I was told by Captain Chris Carter that I needed to contact Judge Ratton's court administrators. This trial court administrator again told me to contact the prosecuting attorney's office. On Wednesday, December 18, 2024, at 12:07 p.m., I sent prosecuting attorney Devin Holder and Joseph Grider an email stating the following. "Dear Devin Holder and Joseph Grider, my name is David Curley and I am now demanding a response to this email. I am the stepfather of restricted name, case number restricted, state versus restricted name. On Friday, November 22, 10:10 a.m. I had sent Mr. Grider an email letting your office know that we fired Mr. Gift from Spring River Law. I also explained in that email that 3 court officials had confirmed to us that we were being represented by a public defender. Therefore, I am now asking for an explanation to that issue. Furthermore, on Tuesday, November 26, I sent Mr. Grider an email stating I am now asking you and your office to directly provide me with any and all evidence you are holding in your possession regarding this case. At this time you have failed to respond to any of these emails and or provide us with any information regarding this evidence. Therefore I am now demanding a reply about this issue. On Saturday, December 7, I sent an email addressed to Deputy Sheriff Lane King and Sheriff Shane Russell regarding an investigation against Lieutenant Bryce Trivitt. I also carbon copied that email to Mr. Grider and Devin Holder. In that email I also stated I am now asking Mr. Devin Holder and Mr. Joe Grider to look further into this issue. At this time I have not heard anything from either one of you. Furthermore, I sent another email to Captain Chris Carter on Thursday, December 12, 10:37 p.m. stating I had received more evidence regarding the Lieutenant Bryce Trivitt investigation. But Captain Chris Carter directed me to Judge Ratton's clerk. As of this morning I have spoken with Connie Sellers and she directed me to the prosecuting attorney's office. Therefore, I am now including an attachment to this email with regards to the Lieutenant Bryce Trivitt investigation. See attachment to this email. Also, as stated above, I am now demanding a full evidence list and all evidence that is being held by the Sharp County Sheriff's Department and the Prosecuting Attorney's Office in regards to case number, restricted, state versus restricted name. Thank you, David Curley. On Wednesday, December 18, 2024, at 2:17 p.m., Devin Holder replied to my email stating the following. David, I have been reading your emails this whole time. I've reviewed the file and spoken with Chris Carter and Joe Grider about our requests. This is my response, and it is the only time you will hear from me directly while the case is pending. We must speak directly to defendant's attorney about these matters. All evidence and communication must go through him or her. You have said that James Gift has been fired, but he is still the attorney of record, and his motion to withdraw has not been granted in the file yet, and even if it gets granted, until he is replaced on the record in the court file by another attorney. He is the only one we will talk to about this case. I am not trying to be rude, but this is the way things are done for a variety of ethical and legal reasons. Devin Holder, Prosecuting Attorney, 3rd Judicial District. On Wednesday, December 18, 2024, at 4:19 p.m., I respond by saying, "I understand, thank you for your response, I truly appreciate it. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, may God bless." On Wednesday, December 23, 2024, Judge Rob Ratton officially granted Mr. James Gift, from Spring River Law, to withdrawal as counsel of record. On Wednesday, December 26, 2024, at 4:49 p.m., Captain Chris Carter emailed me stating he has now completed his investigation. Here is the email received from Captain Chris Carter. Good afternoon, Mr. Curley. Regarding your request for a detailed evidence list regarding this case, I am unable to provide you with this information under the FOIA exemption listed below. 25-19-105 Examination and copying of public records. B. It is the specific intent of this section that the following shall not be deemed to be made open to the public under the provisions of this chapter. 6. Undisclosed investigations by law enforcement agencies of suspected criminal activity. However, the detailed evidence list you requested should have already been provided to the defense attorney on record for this case. If not, the trial court will have this information and can be obtained through a motion of discovery. I have also completed my review of your complaint. The basis of the allegations is that it occurred while in court during a suppression hearing. These issues should be directed to your attorney, or Judge Ratton, who presided over the case. Captain Chris Carter, Sharp County Sheriff's Office. On Wednesday, December 27, 2024, at 10:05 a.m., I replied to Mr. Carter's email, stating, "Dear Mr. Carter, thank you for the update. I have already been in contact with Mr. Devin Holder and the judge's office. At this time, Devin Holder has directed us back to the lawyer we have fired. As of this morning, I have also noticed that Mr. Judge Ratton has now officially dismissed Mr. Gift from this case. Therefore, we are now just waiting for our next court date to move forward with these actions. But for the record, I would like to note that your email from yesterday stated the basis of the allegations is that it occurred while in court during a suppression hearing. This information is incorrect. We have never had a suppression hearing at all. The court transcripts that were provided to your office were from the motion to dismiss for failure to preserve exculpatory evidence. Thank you, David Curley." As of today, Wednesday, January 22, 2025, I have not had any further contact with the Sharp County Sheriff's Department, Mr. Judge Rob Ratton, Prosecuting Attorney Devin Holder, or Prosecuting Attorney Joe Grider. Therefore, I have never been able to submit any of this new evidence against Lieutenant Bryce Trivitt. Also, Devin Holder stated in his email that he would not talk to anyone other than my juvenile stepson or a lawyer. Since Mr. James Gift from Spring River Law was also the lead public defender for Sharp County, the 3rd District is now in conflict of appointing another public defender for this case. Therefore, the system has completely gridlocked us at this time. The only person that can move this case forward is the 3rd District Judge, Rob Ratton. How do you think Mr. Ratton will handle this situation from this point forward? Please stay tuned for more information about this case coming on January 27, 2025. This concludes this video. Thank you for watching, and God bless. This is David Curley, signing out.